Hello and welcome to another episode of PopCulture Acts, and we are back with Lovebites track 3, and it is Warning Shots off the Abyss from Awaken. Oh no, Awaken from the Abyss.
Awakening from Abyss, yeah.
Oh,
And
wait,
then
man.
again, it is weird because I did that, and I think we're going to do this all the way through, and it's Awakening from Abyss, but you want to put the in, don't you? Your
Yes.
brain does that thing where it says it's waking from the abyss, but it isn't. But yeah, we'll probably say that every single time. But I'm going to say it's a trick of the mind rather than our inability to remember something 1 minute to the next.
Or something that I'm even just looking at.
Yeah. And
The
actually,
basic
every
reading concept.
and every video, or sorry, every video we've recorded hasn't had a video, so we've had the album cover sat there right in front of us for minute after minute, and still it's far too difficult to focus on. So it's fair to say we've liked what we've heard so far.
Yes.
Let's hope that track number 3 we continue with that trend. So should we bang straight into Warning Shot?
We shall.
All right, let me just find the play button and let's do this.
Let's go.
Well, that one come out swinging, didn't it?
Oh yes, yes, yes. That very much sort of British 80s metal again, like very maideny Saxon
Well, it almost
Judas
took me by
Priest.
surprise at the beginning, didn't it? Like it come in so hot and heavy, so quick. I was almost a bit like, "What?" I was, I was expecting my little bit of build, but like it's like bang, go.
Yeah, it's oh, it does everything that those, as I said, those 80s bands did so well with just the pace and the we're going and this is what you're getting and it being just energy all the way through and just keeping that pace and stuff just sort of constant and it's like
It's the early front runner for
this is
me
drinking music.
as kind of
This is what I want to be when I'm in a pub.
the kind of headline grabber one, isn't it? Like this is the one where I think a lot of people would be like the most.
Yes.
And bearing in mind I've done three so far, so I said the most memorable of three, but maybe the one that ultimately isn't the one you love the most, but probably the one that sticks in your mind the earliest and for a period of time because I think it has that massively attention grabbing, start and pacing throughout. Do you know what? I would have not had the solo, and that's nothing against the solo. It's fantastic, but it was just, and I guess you have to give her a break from the vocals for a little while, at least to catch your breath. But I think because it was going at such a lightning pace, I'd almost have been inclined on that one to just keep going and it probably would have cut like almost a minute out of the song, but and not that it desperately needed it, but yeah, I think I might have just smashed right on through that one, but I did
It's,
like the solo. It just it
yeah.
just felt like it felt like we were all running together, and I think I'd have rather that been 100 meter sprint and just stayed that way.
So I think with this is a sort of song that if you saw them at a festival and had no idea who they were, but you were walking past the stage they were on and you heard this, your head's turning and you're going,
Well,
"What's if?" Especially if they were in one like say a tent or something, you're going,
I was
"I'm going
thinking
in there."
if you're in a queue buying a beer, a few people
Yeah,
might slip in front of you because you get distracted for a little while.
yeah. But yeah, definitely. As you say, this one is the early winner so far. Of this is your benchmark that you've got to beat.
I quite liked the lyrics of it as well, because I felt like the lyrics did a kind of nice flip in it, didn't it? I mean, for the first, I'd say half, probably up to the solo. Certainly, I was kind of following along with it, pretty much kind of going, um, "Oh, this doesn't feel like a warning shot to me. This feels like a fatality. Like someone's really pissed her off somewhere down the line, and she's saying, look, you're just basically you're a dick." But then, of course, when you get to the second half, there's kind of that redemption-y part of it of going, like you'll get another shot. And then I felt like it actually then kind of flipped to um, a discussion with oneself about it, of kind of
Yeah,
going, you're the one who messed up. Whereas at the beginning, yeah, I thought it was just some person in a relationship who just like was an arrogant tool bag that
yeah,
was getting berated. But yeah, I kind of really liked how lyrically it took me on a bit of a journey as well, and a journey I quite enjoyed.
yes. So yeah, because obviously it goes with I'm still you're fooling around. I'm gonna go get you. Don't I wake you up and that, and then the end it's like I'll give you a warning. It's never too late.
Yeah. And
So
as I
yeah,
say, it felt like it was almost a discussion with yourself as well to sort of say, and that counts for you, Bucko, as well. Like there isn't only one shot at this; you have other options, and also sometimes you may well be part of the problem. So yeah, I really liked it. Very very hard not to get fixated on um the belting pace and delivery of it.
yeah,
That's the truth, isn't it? That's a real attention grabber. And yeah, I think that example of being at a festival, you would, if you were walking past something or standing somewhere when this song started, you go, "Whoop, I'm going over there to listen." And I think, God, like what great to have in your pantheon of songs, isn't it? Something that will make everyone kind of go, hang on a minute, what's going on?
Yeah, it's one of those. If I'd have been at the Bloodstock they were at, because I didn't go that year that they were there in 2018, because the
Don't
stage that
talk
they
about why,
played.
mate. Don't talk about
I'm
why.
not. I'm
I've
not
had
good. I'm
enough
not.
dealing with.
I'm not.
I've had enough dealing with comments about that so far.
I'm not. But where how Bloodstock is set out, the main stage is one side of the field, and the second stage is a little bit away. But that's where all the good bars are, because that's where they have like the real ale and things like that instead of just the generic piss water. So I'd have gone over there to go because during the day, a couple of nicer beers. I'd have then heard that and been like, I'm going in the tent.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
yes,
taking, I'm taking, I'm taking my decent beer rather than my piss water, as you so eloquently put it with me.
exactly. So, what did you lot think down there? If you've seen them at a festival and or heard this at a festival and went, "Oh fuck, that's why I went in," let us know.
Yeah.
'Cause it'd be wonderful. And we'll be back with the next
Yeah,
track.
actually, sorry, I was going to say, maybe, even aside that, even not the festival things, like, give us your Love Bites origin stories, be it a festival or how
Or the
you,
Dragon Force tour, which I thought was bandmade, but it wasn't. It was
yeah,
Lovebites.
yeah. How did you find them as a band?
Yes. So next is Shadowmaker,
I like the
which will
sounds of it
be
as well. Again, I like their song titles so far as well.
yes.
Invoking a kind of a lot of imagery for me going in. I won't spoil it, but number 5 is what I'm particularly interested in when we get there. But Shadowmaker next.
So until next time, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and
Oh yeah.
goodbye.
All right.